I was reading somewhere about that you should focus on money making model, not a business model. And I wonder
Correct.
I wonder what's the difference?
Yes. You see, business model has been interpreted in many ways. Some people call business model change in organization structure. Some people call business model just changing the financial side of the business. Money making model is the word used by every street hawker, every corner store. How your business makes money, how you get revenues from where, what's the gross margin, how you generate cash, how do you reduce cost. That is the money making model. So, in the case of Amazon, he initially started with a very simple rule: I will not sell anything overall basis that has less than 20% gross margin. He stuck to that. Today's gross margin is 40.
Hmm.
Walmart is around 26. And then you generated cash. He needed some money in the third year. He raised it. After that, he didn't have to raise any cash. So this is the trader's thinking. For 100,000 years, people have been doing that. It's now scaled up using machine learning, computers. But the fundamentals. So I wrote a book, What CEO Wants You to Know, to show how a corner store person uses exactly same
Hmm.
terminology what Jack Welch was using in GE. Difference, scale, complexity, scope, gap accounting. But he was able to reduce that to the same thing when he did this decision. I sat with him.
Hmm.
He simplified all that correctly. I said, we're going to do this. Sam Walton taught him also. He came to the meeting I was in. He showed that the flywheel concept was first developed by Sam Walton.
Hmm.
It's in my book, What CEO Wants You to Know. And then Jeff Bezos took that scale, used machine learning, and fantastic job.
Interesting.
So money making. So I simplified the word business model, no ambiguity. How does your business make money? How is it different from somebody? How does it deliver value to the customer? And how does it deliver value to the shareholder? And if you can share options with all of your employees, it will deliver wealth to your employees as well.
Interesting. No, I think I really like the way you have simplified some of the very jargony word and put it in a very raw way. I think that's fascinating to read, and I do appreciate you for that.
Vishal, the largest number of business people are the street vendors.
Hmm.
They have to make a living every day.
Hmm.
Some fail. Second largest is the corner grocery store.
Hmm.
And they are here for 100 years. My family has just finished 100 years on the cloth shop.
Wow.
My shoe shop, where I was trained, has just finished 75 years.
Wow.
You have people in Sweden, 400 years.
Hmm.
They make a living, but they know the customer. They know the money making model. They measure by cash, not by gap accounting. Gap accounting is a number.
Hmm.
And we have seen people showing increase in EPS and going broke.
It's-
It's true
yeah.
because they did not connect with the balance sheet. Most companies do not have internally training. You must connect both P&L and balance sheet, and you
Hmm.
must manage on a cash basis. Jeff Bezos absolutely clear from day one. I am managing on a cash basis, not on gap accounting, and investors understand. That is why
Hmm.
it's close to $2 trillion company with a base of customers unparalleled in history.
Hmm.
And they're solid customers. They're not fleeting away customers. Retention rate is extremely high.
Wow. No, that's a fair point. So I'm curious, when you were writing this book, who who is the ideal reader as per you? Like who you wrote it for?
Yes, the reader is all executives and middle managers in the company. They're all going to be working on digital database. All of them. You see, I was approached by the publishers. You say the work of competition in 70s, 80s, 90s is obsolete. We
Hmm.
choose you to put a competition book. That's how
Hmm.
this came.
Interesting.
Yeah. Random House came to me and they said all other is obsolete. We are choosing you to put this. It took us 3 years because we kept searching, kept searching, kept searching.
No, I think the way you describe it, it's pretty raw. I think what I found, I'm basically repeating my saying, but it is, as you rightly putting out, many of these things are have been tried and tested on streets. You look around and you see,
Exactly.
so you don't have to
Exactly.
really innovate something. People have been doing it forever now.
Exactly. Vishal, I want to tell you one thing. I'm a very lucky man to be able to work with CEOs one on one, long term basis. I go to their house sometimes on the weekend and get to know, and vice versa. You know what? These people have an amazing skill to take complexity, crystallize it to concrete priorities. And the language is non profane street language.
Mm,
And Jack Welch used to tell me that people make things complex.
mm,
His job is to make complex things actionable, simple. Bezos does that. And they look at those specifics, those details that have direct impact on creating value to the customer and to the shareholder. One day, it is publicly known, one day in a meeting, I was not there.
mm,
He asked somebody, how long does it take from the time a call comes in by the time you respond?
mm,
And the guy gave some number.
mm,
So he picked up the phone and became a customer. He showed the discrepancy what the guy told him and what was the reality. And this is in front of a team. And he showed you don't know what you're talking. Responding to a call is a customer satisfaction.
true.
So they have a meeting every 2 weeks, 62 pages of metrics, and the algorithms identify the anomalies that are the fast farthest deviation,
Mm,
even though it may be one. And then somebody is assigned to see the process that made that happen. Think about the customer satisfaction thing because the data is there. That's execution, data based execution.
interesting. So if I would ask you the future of competition, like what, how would you, I'm curious, how would you put it?
Very simple. First, the mindset, consumer preference backwards, figuring it out, a business money making that creates shareholder value.